So welcome to another episode of Taste Your Thoughts. So today, this episode is titled, Is Being the Bigger Person Even Possible? Let's dig into it. Now, when you get put in a certain position, for you to act up or get out of character, get out of line, maybe in my case, showing why you your mama's son, whatever the case may be. It's like you get put into almost like this fight or flight response, as if it's like, okay, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to take the higher road and be like, you know what, I'm not going to respond, I'm not going to give in? Or do you feel like maybe I can correct this person or kind of let them know respectfully? Or see, like I said, are you going to show them that you're your mama's son and you finna act a fool and you finna do what it do? Okay, so I have struggled with answering this question my own self, surprisingly enough, right? Yeah. So here's my thing. I think it is achievable, but it dang sure ain't easy. And let me elaborate on that. So, of course, as you get older, you kind of come to a crossroads in your life about the person that you used to be versus the person that you're trying to mature and grow into being right now, right? So, you stay prayed up, you do your daily devotions, you read your Stoic book, you read your, the Calm the Mind and Anxiety and the Spirit and the Body books, you pray for everybody, you try to live a good life and, always try to put your best foot forward, But no matter, I feel like how hard that you can incorporate and do all these things, I feel like everybody has specific triggers. There are specific things that we all have that if someone mentions, it makes us go like that Kill Bill. Like, oh, you want to go there? Like, why you want to say that? Because you know how I might feel about this or that person or this particular situation. Like, And I think the main ones that get you with that are the ones that know you. And that's what makes it even worse, because they're the ones that, you might work with all the time, or the ones that you know personally on a level to where they know your story. But yet they try to find that spot of yours that they know could get you to a certain place if they mention it. For example, maybe you could have a coworker, somebody that you work with that real life, you would never probably hang out with them or speak to them and stuff like that. But you do what you have to do. You're respectful. You keep it pushing. You try your best to work with this person because it's your job. You about your paper. You about your business, because you got bills. You got a family at home, whatever. You at work, obviously, to make money because you have obligations that you need to take care of. Because none of us ain't working just because we like to. I mean, some people do, but most of us work because we have obligations and responsibilities, to take care of. And so you're working with someone that might just be a type of person where it's just like in a million years, like I said, you would never probably deal with this person, because this might be a grown person that don't know how to take accountability. This might be a grown person who feels like for some imaginary level they're at a competition with you because they feel a certain type of way. They might be threatened by your light, your presence, whatever. So, or like I said, or it could be someone that, like I said, they personally know you. They know your growth, your story, what it took for you to get to where you are. But then they bring up things that they know is going to make you be like, really? Now, for me, I feel like that initially taking a higher road and being a bigger person, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't. And I do struggle with, when is a time to speak up, or when is a time not to speak up, or how can I speak up in a way that would be effective enough that I can get my point across, the other person can understand where I'm coming from, and it doesn't go left. And I think that a lot of that does stem from, if you ever have been bullied, which I have expressed that in my videos, that I have been bullied. I was bullied a lot growing up. And I've always struggled with, when I got older, especially when I got as an adult, I used to self-reflect a lot of times about why I did not stand up for myself as I should. And you know why? Because I didn't want conflict. And I'm not saying that these hands are not registered, okay? I'm a mama's child, okay? I was starting to say son, but I switched up and I said child. You know, these hands are registered. They're always up to date, okay? Taisha got bumper to bumper insurance, okay? But I don't always want to act like that, because as you get older, especially when you get older, like, I got things to lose. If I get a record, I'm going to lose my job. Then I'm not going to be able to take care of my child. Then my family's going to be out on the street because of my actions. So I always think about it that way. But like I said, when you've been bullied and stuff, you know, it makes it hard for you to know, like, when can I have this mature conversation with someone without it going overboard? Because some people, no matter how old people get, some people are not mature for their age. Some people that are older than me act like they're like teenagers. Like, some people do not have the mental or emotional intelligence to have a decent conversation with them, for you to be able to express, like, I don't like how you did this, or I don't like how you did that. So I'm coming to you as a woman, or if you're a man, I'm coming to you as a man to try to express myself, to try to tell you this is the way that I feel. And especially if they have a victim mentality, they struggle with taking accountability and things like that, the conversation is not going to go right. Because you know what? The first thing they're going to do is either they're going to be on some like, oh, well, it's always me and maybe or they're going to be like, or try to reflect it back on you. Or it's going to get to a point where they're going to say something even more stupid, and then y'all going to end up boxing. And then somebody going to jail, or both. So how can you be a bigger person in a situation to where someone says something that is triggering for you? What do you do? Now, y'all know I be writing down notes because I be want to make sure I remember everything. So, out of my own personal experience, and actually this is more recently too, I'm not going to share in particular some of my triggers, but I will say this one thing. And the only way I won't share them is because I don't want to give that as a tool for the next person to come at me with that, because I don't know who might be watching my video. It might be a op watching my video waiting for me to say the right thing that they want me to say, so that way they can use it against me. But one thing I can say about me is that anything that I put on these videos about myself, I own it. And most people that know me know that if people try to come for me, just me, it doesn't really bother me as much. But I guess I'll say this, I'll put the cat out the bag. It's a trigger for me speaking upon people I love and I care about. I don't really care what nobody has to say about me, because guess what? If you paid a bill of mine or all my bills, I'll let you talk your noise. Like, you know what? You can call them what you want to call them. You can say whatever trigger you want to say. You gonna pay that. You still paying that rent though, right? Talk your stuff. You know? But if you're not doing anything for me, or you're not in my corner to see my growth and my progress, then when am I even losing sleep about what you got to say? However, I can say, let me put it out there, and I'll take back what I said. I can say that one of my triggers is, like I said, is people disrespecting someone I love and I care about. If I'm down with them, I have a big thing about people disrespecting people I love and care about people who are near and dear to my heart. And recently, I was in an ordeal. Well, in my past video, I was in an ordeal. Well, someone said something that they shouldn't have said that was out of line, right? And the video I made called Trigger Warning, I gave in for what they wanted, and it cost me a major setback in my health. So this time that it happened most recently, I said, well, this is the thing, is that this is what I learned. The first thing is what does this person mean to me? If this person is just a coworker, Or this person is just someone who, God forgive me, but, you're supposed to love everybody. But if they don't have a significant relevance to me, why should I really be hung up on what someone has to say about me? Because no matter how much of myself I put out there, people still, you don't know me enough. Nobody knows anybody well enough to be speaking upon anybody. So I always evaluate, okay, first thing now is what I'm starting to do is, hey, what does this person mean to me? If they're just a coworker or someone that is not like per se near and dear to my heart, they may be having a bad day. Some people are quick to point the finger at other people because they don't know how to take accountability for the things that they do when they be at work. Be trying to compare and contrast. And like I said, they might be hating on you because maybe your light shine a little brighter than them. But baby, they need to take it up with God, not you. So when I evaluate that first step, I realize, okay, then it's not worth it. But what if this person might mean a lot to you? If they're your friend and family, friend or family, they know you. They know that this is going to get to you, but they still pull that plug anyway. My next step is when I establish the fact that, okay, this might be a harder one because this person means something to me, very much of importance and significance. The third step that I say is, okay, what that they said, was it really out of line for me to react in a manner for me to lose my cool? And 9 times out of 10, no. But I can say that there is a level of respect that people should not cross, that they should know better. But we're all imperfect human beings, and sometimes people cross lines, especially the ones that love and care about you. Sometimes they feel like they're so comfortable to say what they want to say to you, and that's the thing, is we all got to kind of learn how to set healthy boundaries with people. But that's for another topic and another day. But sometimes people can be so comfortable to say certain things to you that they don't even realize that they are crossing a line with you, that they have hit a trigger for you. So this is the thing, is that if this person means that much to you, you should be able to express yourself to them, because they should know you enough to be like, hey, I should be able to talk to this person, let them know, like, hey, I feel like you crossed the line. Sorry, y'all, my nose was itchy, sorry. But I feel like y'all, that you crossed the line. And if they kind of take it out of context by you just being open and honest and expressing yourself, then the next thing is to be like, you know what? I care about our relationship. I really don't want to do this with you. And if you feel like that nature is rising, like, man, I need to get them. I would have hit him with a, the next thing for me that I would say to do is, let me ask God, Lord, I feel my spirit rising. I feel like I want to hit this girl with a 2-piece and a biscuit so bad, because Lord, you know me and you know what I want to do. But I love her too much, or I love him too much to go that route, because I know if I say or do something I can't take back, it's going to taint and it's going to ruin this relationship. So Lord, I ask that you help to get me centered. Help me to be quick to forgive them so you can forgive me. And Lord, please work with me to not to hold no kind of strife or animosity towards someone that I say that I love and I care about. Now, granted, like I said, people shouldn't feel like that they should talk to you any kind of way. And I do feel like that in situations so where it is necessary, sometimes you do need to stand up for yourself. Why? Because some people, when you give them an inch, they take a yard. And some people don't understand that, like, silence doesn't mean weakness. It means silence means, okay, she too quiet, he too quiet. Like, he'll probably whip my behind if I keep pressing it. And most of the time, the people who are silent, they got them scrapples. Be mindful. But what I am saying is that, so let me get back center. Okay, so now, Lord, I done prayed, but I'm still mad. It still don't feel good. But I can honestly tell you from experience of this, is that I'd rather cry now and laugh about it later than laugh later and have the last laugh now, and then I'm crying later. Because let me tell you this, if it's a healthy relationship and y'all agree to disagree, or maybe, like I said, people are imperfect. Have I messed around and said something I shouldn't have said that hurt somebody's feelings, or maybe have triggered someone? Absolutely. But my thing is that if you have a healthy relationship and this relationship is meaningful, and they mess around and they say something that they shouldn't say, the best thing for you, for all of us to do, I feel like, in my opinion, is to sit back, pray, reevaluate. If you need to take a couple of days maybe to get your head together before you come and talk to this person, to kind of reassess about what was said and what was done, when you're in a more clearer state of mind, then do so. But for the ones that don't really have a lot of significance and stuff in your life, like I said, it could be that coworker, or, you know what I'm saying, that's somebody that it's like, okay, I love my neighbor as you should love yourself. That's what the good Lord said. That's what the good book said. But that don't mean I mess with everybody. Okay? And sometimes, respectfully, you do got to let people know, like, I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. And if, if they don't like it, they don't like it. But what I am saying is that when you get to a place that you feel triggered, is it possible to be the bigger person? I can honestly say yes, but growth hurts. Taking the higher road, it hurts. And the reason why I say that is because it doesn't feel good initially, even when you're doing everything the right way as you should. It doesn't feel good. But what I can say is that if you choose to go through the growing pains now, you won't be getting your ass kicked later. Respectfully. And like I said, for the ones that, what I'm saying, if they say something triggering and that, like I said, they maybe not have as much significance to you in your life, for where that you feel like you need to, like I said, you don't even have to give them all that. Respectfully, you can say what you need to say, and you can get it right then and right there. And you can respectfully let someone know that you're not the 1, 2, or 3. And yeah, is it hard sometimes to kind of pick and choose your battles about when to stand up for yourself, when to not? And I'm going to tell you something about that too. When it crosses a line that it's leading into disrespect, stop it before it starts. Because some people, if you let them get that little bit, especially coworkers or people you work with, if you let them get that little bit and they feel like that it's justifiable because you didn't check it the first time, they're going to keep pushing at it. So respectfully, you need to check them. Because that's exactly how the hell bullying starts, to be honest. And like I said, I'm a big advocate for bullying, because for people not bullying, because I've been bullied. I know how it feels, because even in my adult life, like I just said, it's the fact that I still struggle with, when do I say something, when I not say something, because not all the time you should not say anything, because you keep that charm oral in, and you be kind of thinking about why I didn't say something when I should have. You feel me? But this video, all in all, like I said, I ain't no psychiatrist. I'm just little old me, trying to still work and navigate in my life, but hoping and praying that I'm touching and helping the next person on maybe that certain things that we can relate to on certain levels. Like, dang, like, Taisha, she's speaking to me, like, because she is a lot like me. Like, this is how I was. That's the whole point of me sharing this. So all in all, to keep it simple, is that you can stand up for yourself. You can be an advocate for yourself. You should be able to feel comfortable enough to express yourself. But to understand too that some people, like I said, don't have the mental, emotional maturity sometimes to have certain conversations. And the biggest thing is, you know what? It's about knowing your audience, knowing who this person that you are having an issue with. Because some people, it really just don't be worth. Some people are just straight up ignorant. This is just who that they are, and they get a rise out of getting you out of place, because they want that from you. They want to be like, look, the golden child, or the golden coworker, or the golden person. Look how they look. Like, I got a rise out of them. I got them acting up. You don't have to, and that's why it is important to take a higher road, because in them instances, you done gave all your energy just to proving their point. So now you around here depleted. Your whole day is messed up. You might be taking out your anger on your family, friends, and loved ones, people that care about you, because you know they're never going to stop loving you just because you go off on them. But then they ain't do nothing to you. So now you bringing that energy home. For what? So you have to, like I said, you got to keep in mind your audience of who the person that you're dealing with first. And then, like I said, you can make the steps your own. But I say, the steps that I follow, it's because it's what is working for me. It's what is helping me. What this person plays a role in my life. What kind of significance. Can I have the conversation with them if I feel a certain type of way, or if I can't, or da-da-da. And that helps me to choose whether or not if it is worth to address it, or, is it worth it to go this route or that route. But the point of it is that it is possible to be a bigger person. But of course, any kind of growth that you're doing, especially if it's positivity, don't always feel good. But in the end, I'd rather go through the growing pains up front. And then I can look back, and be like, I'm proud of myself. Or you're proud of yourself because you handled yourself correctly. And when it's not easy, I'm like, dang, I really could have went this way. But I'm proud of myself because I didn't slap her off. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't slap him off. Or I didn't, say something I can't take back. You know what I'm saying? Then versus that, you was with the big clap. You said what you needed to say. But now, you weeping what you're sowing. Because you didn't handle yourself properly. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the guru to always acting right. Because like I said, I don't push Tyrone back really, really good. But he still be lingering. And he still sometimes be wanting to come out. But it's not worth the stress. It's not worth me setting my health back. I got to be here. I got people to live for. And most importantly, I got to live for myself. And stress will kill you. I am with stress, told my behind up. And it just don't be worth it, man. Some people know. And I'm looking at you because I know you're thinking, Taisha, you just don't know. Well, I don't know. I know about being hurt, betrayed, disrespected, bullied, lied to. All that. I said I really should be more of a hot mess than what I am currently now. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If I can attempt it and achieve at it majority of the time, I ain't gonna say all the time, then I know that you can too. So yes, it is possible being the bigger person. It's just hard work. All right, y'all. This is another episode of Taisha's Thoughts. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feeling it. Put down in the comments, section your suggestions about what do you do to evaluate, and if you get hit with the trigger, what do you do to kind of step back and maybe look at the process and seeing how do you handle things? Because hey, you can teach a whole dog new trick, you know what I'm saying? 32 ain't old, but I'm just saying, let me know. Like you can let me know too, so I can take some notes. Because I'm human too, and sometimes I be want to knock Sally out still. I'm saved and I love God, but sometimes I be want to knock Sally out too. So I'm still learning. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Have a beautiful night. Peace.